In a landscape saturated with phones, computers, and other tech, I like to talk about the possibilities of mass media in your film. You may frame your film by using an in-production movie like Shadow of the Vampire, or TV show as Grave Encounters does. You may streamline exposition by creating an in-universe media presence for your characters to contend with, such as what Scream does. Comedy series like The Office or Parks and Recreation frame themselves as in-production documentaries to spice up their stories with the illusion of cinema verite. Surf's Up and This Is a Spinal Tap do similar. If you're a director, you may be making an actual documentary like American Movie, which could also necessitate synthesizing from different types of media. The Atomic Cafe is a documentary made entirely from publicly available footage. Horror films take advantage of this through the found footage genre, as popularized by the Blair Witch Project. Over time, the found footage genre has gone from being shot on film, to camcorder, to digital, to even screen recording. Films like Host and Unfriended are found footage films that use recorded Zoom and Skype calls as a medium of authenticity. If your film, in universe, is being made by amateurs, you can get away with what normally would be regarded as visual mistakes like overexposure or improper white balance under the umbrella of realism. Paranormal Activity is one movie that does this. Shooting the film as a Zoom call could in theory be extremely beneficial to the actors in the piece, because they can essentially read off the script from their laptop screens as they record with none of the audience being any wiser. If your characters gain information from a news broadcast, obviously you shouldn't abuse the device because depending on how you execute it, the main character didn't necessarily have to work to earn the information. It should take something more than being in front of a TV when they need it to be. Perhaps your protagonist is forward a video or news featured by a loved one. Citizen Kane is famous for cutting to a newsreel right after the title character's death, laying out what the film will explore. In Noroi, The Curse, intertitles are used to segue between segments featuring the main character and media snippets, with the film presenting itself as a documentary. The first act of the movie uses footage with very faint clues of unusual but mildly unsettling phenomena. For instance, a variety show where a young psychic creates a bizarre visage before causing water to appear with hair in it. Then a television show where an actress goes to a shrine where some of the trees are dead and one of them has goo on it. She then has a seizure after hearing a man's voice. It's then revealed this footage is part of another reality series that showcases spooky footage. Audience members have specific expectations about what's going on when they see a movie. Displaying footage that presents as genuine forces viewers to pay a little more attention. Also, juxtaposing segments of seemingly unconnected film compels viewers to engage their puzzle-solving abilities in an effort to understand what is happening. Because film is innately about the oral and visual, tapping into the power of mass media could lead you toward creating a pure film experience. Another great thing about using media to convey information is the variety of transitions you can deploy. As I mentioned, Noroi creates an ellipse by transitioning from on-the-ground footage to a seeming live show. Another potential cool approach is to use TV static, almost like intertitles between your bits of footage. Such a technique is used in the Cowboy Bebop episode Brain Scratch, which tags certain frames with various channel numbers to give the viewer the impression that they're channel surfing, turning the frame into a false television of sorts. In a manner similar to Noroi, this simulation enables the viewers to gradually piece together what has happened to the protagonists. Something to potentially aim for is to give your audience the impression they're watching absolute film, which is sometimes just unedited footage from a camera left running. Music videos can also be narratively useful mass media, since they're often hyper-stylized mini stories. The Breaking Bad episode Negro y Azul opens with a music video that foreshadows the cartel's targeting of Walter. From a production standpoint, using intentionally low-quality footage can provide your aesthetic cinema verite, depending on what you're striving for. You might also be able to more effectively convey your desired aesthetic by using video instead of film or digital. If not, you can create a video look in post-production using specific filters. There are plenty of opportunities to work with mass media, no matter the film you're working on.